Thank you for sticking around. Just before we went on that quick timeout, we were looking into the situation between, of course, Niger Republic and the ECOWAS bloc. And we had Dr. Dayo Kayode on the phone telling us all about that. Before we went on that break, Dr. Dayo, you were going to look into the, the things that make up the agreement between the Francophone countries and France. Please go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay. Now, when you look at the agreement drawn by France with those countries that it colonized, you're going to find out that they don't really have independence. And this includes, among others, one, that their reserves must always be kept in Bank de France. That is, they have no ability for whatever is to be keeping their reserves in their own central bank, like we do in Nigeria. Two, any resources, any natural resource found in each of those countries has to be exploited by France, except France is saying is not interested. Contract must first be given, any contract whatsoever must first be given to companies from France, except there is none. Again, they must not, for whatever reason, change their currency from France. France has to dictate to them where to go militarily when there is a kind of war. For instance, the situation between Russia and Ukraine. If France, peradventure, is supporting, let's say, Ukraine, Niger too must support Ukraine. And some other ones like that. There are about 11 or 12 of them. Is that independent? And to that extent, Nigerians are now being tagged as the poorest country in the world, despite having the third largest land mass in the world. So tell me, how will they develop? And they say, not because of change of enlightenment that is now around. They have been able to see that this president that they are having is even having more allegiance to France. And the people are now saying, listen, enough is enough. We got to have our own independence. If a democratically elected president cannot give up independence, then we go military. Because every human being is being fired for survival in whichever way. And that is why in Yoruba there is a proverb that says, that is, when you are pursuing a goat and it gets to a brick wall, that goat will definitely turn back and face you. That is when you will know that God have teeth to bite. And that is exactly what is happening. And listen, what we are saying is about emergence of Africa. When our borders in the Francophone countries cannot emancipate themselves for their development, how will other African countries develop? And we are talking of underdevelopment of Africa. To go further, to what extent has even this democratically elected leader been affecting people that willingly submitted their sovereignty for them? And when you look at what is happening in Niger, look at all of them rejoicing. So that means war. Because when you war for ages, you see come back to Jojo. Thereafter, will you be able to bring back to life the number of lives that will have been lost? And the president of Nigeria has forgotten that Niger is sharing border with about 7 states of our nation. What happened to those states? No, what happened to those states? Now we now be having a lot of insurgents coming to Nigeria. The little ones we are having, we have not been able to tackle it. Now when they are now sprawling in our nation, what happens to our security? These are issues to be considered. These are issues that the government of Nigeria ought to have considered before being hard on the coup in Niger Republic. Nothing can be done other than to use diplomatic conceptual framework in sorting out the issues in Niger Republic.
All right, Doctor, your submission was quite apt, but now looking at it from another angle, military takeover has never been an ideal government, especially when we understand the dividends that democracy brings. Now, looking at the situation in Niger, the people tend to appreciate and even welcome that kind of regime with 2 arms. Now, what is your view about the fact that it is not something that is a usual thing, especially seeing the people rejoicing over a military takeover, and now the president is using something that should be a last resort, which is force on the people, rather than using other diplomatic means of getting into the people's heart. And now the Senate have called on the president to employ diplomatic means. What is the place of diplomacy, especially with regards to this situation?
I've already spoken about the place of diplomacy when I was explaining the concept of one war against Jojo. Now, have we never rejoiced in this country before for a coup d'etat when Ibrahim Babangida took over from Shehu Shagari? Did we not rejoice? And then when you even look at most of the institutions established by Ibrahim Babangida, have we ever seen any democratic president beating that? Have we ever seen any democratic president beating that? No. No. So when we are talking about democracy and a military government, it is a matter of which angle one is looking at it. Look at our last election. Is that an election? Our last election. And it's going by all the expositions that we have had at the various opponents. Even look at the crop of ministers that have been screened by the Senate. To the extent that one was not asked to go back and get his acts together as regards his qualifications. So what are you talking about? Well, I really appreciate the Senate to have disallowed, to have not passed that resolution that Nigeria should join ECOWAS towards using force in sorting out the issue in the Niger Republic, rather diplomatic ways.